What else went up today?
Do tell.
The weather. It's a record day.
Yeah, we hit a record today. Record high set in Cleveland. Not quite there for the other areas of northern Ohio. But that doesn't make it feel any cooler, unfortunately. It was a hot one, friends. 90 degrees today's top temperature here in the land. We were in the upper 80s all throughout the area. Still a day where, we had humidity, but it wasn't terribly muggy. If you were in the sun, you definitely felt a little bit more than anybody else. But there's the top temperatures: 85 in Akron, 88 for Dover, New Philadelphia, 86 Youngstown, 87 Mansfield. Obviously some longer standing records, a lot of these set in the 1930s. But now we kind of turn our attention a little bit to the weather impacts to come. We obviously set those record highs today here in Cleveland, but we are watching for storms tomorrow, and not just in the morning. Now we have morning and evening storms, so that's really what has changed. We're going to dive in on all of that. Over the next few hours, it is beautiful still. I know it's still warm, but that's going to start to change as the night descends upon us. Temperatures will back into the 70s under clear skies. 87 right now in Dover, 89 in Elyria. Temperatures a little bit warmer out towards Cedar Point and Toledo, a little bit cooler farther to the east. You get into the higher terrain areas east of Cleveland, and temperatures are still in the low 80s there. Dew points are in the 50s. Now that means we have some humidity here, okay? Anytime we get dew points in the 50s, that's when it's considered humid. 60s is when we kick it into muggy territory. However, when you take into context how warm it is and the capacity that the atmosphere can hold, that's where it changes the game a little bit. That's where our relative humidity readings come in. So in the relative humidity readings of 30 to 40%, not too bad. Yes, we have the humidity, but compared to how much humidity we could have, it would be a lot worse if we had those humidity values over 50%. Radar is clear right now. We did have a few little pop-up showers along the lake breeze east of Cleveland. Otherwise, it is pretty easy for us tonight with partly cloudy skies. We will be staying warm. We're going to hold in the 70s, which means we are off to a warm start to the day tomorrow, which is a weather impact day for us. We are talking about those storms that will be rumbling in. So let me set the stage for you on the bigger picture here. Here's a storm system out to the west of us. This line of strong and severe storms will continue to move to the east. As it does so, it's going to start to change because nighttime cooling is going to do its thing. So really the big spotlight on severe weather chances is in the Midwest today. But tomorrow it begins to shift eastward as that entire storm complex move east. Now here's the interesting part. You can see here in Ohio, yes, we have some chances for severe weather. We have what's known as a slight risk, a 2 out of 5 here in greater Cleveland and northeast Ohio. But farther south, the chances are a little bit more robust. And where those big storms are could actually steal some of our thunder, so to speak. So here's the big picture forecast. The storms continue east overnight, and you can see they begin to dwindle in the early morning hours. However, they're not gone. It's almost like there's just this hint that storms will begin to fire again as we go through the morning. So we're watching for that morning round, and then we still have the cold front that's coming, and that may fire up a whole nother round in the second round later on in the day. So as far as when tomorrow and our weather impacts, it's not only in the morning, but also in the afternoon and evening. Strong, possibly severe storms. Definitely want you to plan ahead for that. Make sure you know when those storms are coming. You can get our app, and we have the radar on the app, and then have a way to receive those warnings. Here is a National Designer hour-by-hour outlook for you. This is 10 a.m. Notice these scattered storms rolling through, heavy downpours, possibility of wind gusts, and hail will also be a part of these. That round moves out midday, and then in the afternoon, we're going to reset things. Temperatures start to go up. We're going to make it back into the 80s, maybe some peaks of sun, which adds fuel to the fire for later on. By 6 p.m., we're starting to see some storms bubbling up, and the rest of the evening, we will just have to wait and watch to see what else will fire. And right now, we are anticipating a few scattered storms, again, strong and severe possible, later in the day. But once that moves out, we're done, and then it's over with by midnight. So things are looking much better as far as your day Thursday goes. Damaging winds, large hail, and flooding a possibility tomorrow with those storms, both the morning and the evening rounds. The tornado risk remains low, which is obviously some pretty good news. Here's your Medina Country Club outlook, and the temperatures do get cooler for Thursday, so there's some relief from this heat with partly cloudy skies. Isolated storm chances return for Friday and Memorial Day weekend right now. We cannot keep it dry, unfortunately. Scattered showers and storms just about anytime, any place, with occasional showers continuing for our Memorial Day plans.